Hey, KalabawCNC makers. So it's been a long time since I've done a video post. Really apologize for that. Please forgive me. Finally got the part for the carburetor, the new carburetor part for the chipper shredder. So the reason why I didn't make any posts for a while was just because there wasn't really any updates for me to give. It's unfortunate, but that was the reality of the situation. So had a lot of debt to take care of, and it just kept growing on me. The more I tried to pay, the more it kind of growed. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with that. So just kind of struggled with that for a long time. And while I was waiting for the finances to get resolved and wait for all of that stuff to kind of flush itself out, I went ahead and was working in the garden, and using that time, I didn't actually have any money to go buy an excavator or a tractor or anything to do the heavy lifting. So it was just me, a wheelbarrow and a shovel, working as hard as I could for many weeks, and I still have a long ways to go. I moved about it's about 12 to 1500 cubic feet of dirt. It was a lot of dirt, and I still have a lot to go. I got a pile right now back there of about give or take 500 cubic feet, plus a whole other section that still needs to be dug up. So I'm probably going to have to end up getting some sort of light duty equipment to work back there, if I can even get it back there, which is a whole nother problem in and of itself. But I think I might be able to pull that off. So, but the main thing is the land that I still have to dig up and excavate for the garden is covered up by shrubs and tree clippings and grass clippings, and just a huge pile of mulch that, you know, to a casual observer would look like it needs to be burned. But I need to chip it up, shred it up, and throw it in, you know, kitchen waste and all kinds of stuff, watermelon rinds and anything you can imagine, just piled and thrown in there. So I got to chuck all that stuff into the chipper shredder, which means I got to get the chipper shredder up and running. So that's why it was critical for me to be able to do this now, which is why I went ahead and got the part. And also I was able to find this part for very low cost on I hope it's the right one, on eBay. So, and thanks to a shout out to my neighbor here in the subdivision who works on aircraft parts over at the Redstone Arsenal. So he was able to point me to the right direction to get a part that looks like it'll work. It's really close on the part number, so I just need to try it out. That's what I'm going to be doing today. So some updates on other stuff. Obviously, once I get that done, I still have a little bit of finances I got to deal with, but hopefully we'll be past that here pretty soon. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep working on that mulch pile, the chipper shredder here, get that and start using it back there. Whatever I've got to dig, I'll keep digging until we get these finances taken care of and out of the way. Other couple updates. I think I forgot to mention that we had new followers new supporters on KalabawCNC on the Patreon. So real big thanks to those people for supporting me, especially in the bad times like we had the last couple months. So I think we're going to just keep moving forward with this, and hopefully get all of this stuff out of the way, and I can, you know, get back to actually working in here and buying what I need to buy. I don't know why my phone is making noise, but anyways, so some other stuff. We have a new intro video, which I still want to improve. It's still kind of a little bit meh, but anyways, it's way better than what we had before, which was basically nothing. So really cool there. Anyways, that's it. I think I still have, I got the new wheels for this thing. I just got to drill out the axle and put some cotter pins in. I think the grounding, the kill switch to the coil needs to be hooked up, so I got to pull the whole housing apart. So I'll be working on that today, and hopefully we'll get that done, and I can finish up in the back and get that done as well, and get these finances taken care of, and we can get back to business here with what needs to be done. Further out, long term, this whole section of plastics is kind of piled up again. So what I need to do is probably build some outdoor shelving, which needs to be HOA approved. So I got to deal with all of that business just to get it out the door, and get this stuff out of the way and out of the garage, and clean all of that up, and have a place outside where I can store it and organize it where it's a lot better and cleaner. So that's kind of where that is. And that's it. Well, I'll try and keep these updates coming on a more regular basis if I have stuff to update. I hope I do, because I want to get things moving a little bit better. Anyways, so long. See you later. Happy making. Bye.